moving on, the Toronto Raptors eke out another close game against the Charlotte Hornets. That was two in a row and two important wins as they try to make their way back to 500, long road to 500. But again, they had a decent sized lead and let it slip away, and it came right down to the wire again. More solid minutes from Stanley Johnson off the bench, Chris Boucher off the bench. Um, and yeah, they did just, it was, there are just times when this team continues to not find offense. And when Charlotte went to that zone again, even though the Raptors had obviously had some sort of practice against it, because why wouldn't you if you're playing the same team twice? And they still, when it got pulled out in the second half, it became hard for them to find shots. And Kyle able to pull out a vintage Lowry moment, probably one of the last couple that we'll have left. The step back over Gordon Hayward was lovely. And yeah, they just got to keep putting in the effort, and the results will come. Yeah.
I'd probably have more to complain about if we hadn't just lost a couple of close ones. So a win's a win on the stat sheet. Take what you can get and build some momentum going forward is exactly what they need. There's still, I thought, I had less gripes with their offense than the defense on this one, which is a bit different from how the season started off. But hopefully this puts some confidence, builds some momentum. I think Powell was the leading scorer in that game, so add him to the off the bench list.
Yeah.
I think OG was second, so my boy is starting to hit threes a little more consistently. But he also had some defensive issues, so not going to praise him too much. Siakam went a bit invisible. And but yeah, a win's a win. Playing the Mavs tonight. Let's see if they can keep it up. Speaking of the Mavericks.
Yeah, that is a good segue into the Raptors having to contain one of the hotter players in the league right now, and that would be Luka Doncic, who passed Michael Jordan on the all-time triple-doubles list yesterday in only his third season in the NBA, if that says anything about how fantastic he's been. And he is slowly rounding into form. It seems like he's playing himself into shape a little bit. I'm not sure if he knew how soon the season was going to start, so I'm not sure if he was totally ready for the beginning of the season. But his last 6 games, he's been averaging a triple-double. He's been scoring really well. He's so good at just playing at his own pace and finding open guys. And the return of Porzingis is really, really helpful because it just provides that offense with another weapon, a number 1 ranked offense last year. And I'm sure they'll be up in the top 10 again this season. But the Raptors are really have to figure out how to slow this guy down, because it seems like he can beat you in so many different ways on the offensive side. And one of the ways that they might have to attack him is getting him switched into on-ball plays, making him guard a Fred, a Kyle, even a Pascal in the post, just wear him down so that he's a little bit less effective on the offensive side of the ball. It's pretty old school, but teams don't really do that anymore.
Yeah. I do like OG's one-on-one, or not one-on-one, but like top of the key defense, and then he's really good at leading the driver into a switch where like Siakam or Boucher can step up to the help. So, and then I don't know how Boucher would match up against Porzingis. I mean, the biggest issue with there's those throat issues. The biggest issue with Boucher's defense is like he just jumps too easily, and Porzingis being like a 3-point threat, I can see him getting Boucher to bite on some pump fakes. So we match up okay defensively against their top 2 weapons, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think what you'll see in this game is not necessarily them having a taller player on Porzingis, because he never goes in the post. So it'll be a lot of, if Porzingis is coming to screen, it'll probably be a lot of switching between OG, Pascal, Stanley Johnson, Yuta Watanabe, even Boucher. if there's very few people who could block a Porzingis shot, and one of them would be Boucher with his length. But it will be interesting to see how they spread us out. And if Tim Hardaway Jr. is healthy, that'll add a really important wrinkle for this Mavs offense. Let's not forget there was a very iconic game between these two teams last season, and you were at that game, and you've mentioned it before. So hopefully we don't have to resort to that, but it would be good to see this team pull out another win and continue to make their way back to 500.
And the Mavericks coming off a loss last night to the Bulls, so